Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and we are back at it again. We are the Wrasslin for Live Network. This is a beautiful Thursday. That's right. Friday Junior in the books. We're going to cap it off with a whole lot of wrestling here tonight. I have Wrestling Revolver on tap. It's about to kick off in about 15 seconds. We also have Impact Wrestling. Luna Havoc will be in the house. We got so much to talk about, so much to get into. We are on the verge of SummerSlam. So much wrestling on the horizon. Folks, strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, put a smile on your face. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are live. And like I said, we're back at it again, folks. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. Happy to bring you another live stream. As I mentioned, I got Wrestling Revolver, Heat 'em Up, kicking off. John Moxley's on the card. Mike Bailey's on the card. Ali Catch is on the card. A whole bunch of names, including some we're going to see here on Impact as well with Alex Shelley and Trey Miguel and Ace Austin. So we're going to talk all about that tonight. And then, of course, Luna Havoc will be here as we dive into Impact at 8:30 on YouTube. We watch it commercial free, and we're going to give you our live reaction to all of that. Of course, the content never stops here at the Wrestling for Life Network. Luna just put out her SummerSlam predictions. Nick and I are going to make ours tomorrow and put them out. We got another interview coming out for everybody with Ray Bulldog Pittman. He'll be dropping on Sunday. Check that out. We got more original content, more live streams than anyone else out there. We just watch more live wrestling than you can shake a stick at. And I got Matt Cardona on my screen, if you guys were wondering. But I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You're having a wonderful, wonderful week. Friday is upon us as far as we got Thursday done. The weekend is here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some people out there are going to be enjoying a long weekend this weekend. So I hope you're ready. We got lots on tap. Of course, SummerSlam this weekend. We go live at 6:30 tomorrow. So mark that down. Click that little bell so you don't miss a moment. But we will be here all Saturday long. And like we always say on a Saturday night special, we know when we start, we don't know when we're going to finish, and it's going to be a good one. With all that being said, hello, folks. Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well. And I see people coming in the door, so I'll say hello really quick. As, like I said, we are getting Wrestling Revolver just going through their opening segment. I also know MLW is on. I also know that Ring of Honor is on. But yeah, I can only watch so many things at once. Only got two eyes. And so I opted for Wrestling Revolver for the first little bit here tonight as we go through all of the action. Let's see who's here. Looking forward to Kenny King versus Joe Hendry and Yuya Uemura for the Digital Media Championship. Yeah, a triple threat. It should be a fun one. I like Kenny King. I like Joe. I don't know a whole lot about Yuya, but he's been good. So, Damien, welcome back. Steve G's in the house. Hey, yo, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Ronnie's back at it again. How's it going? We are pro wrestling. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Good to see you. Thank you for being here tonight. And first time ever, Masha versus Chris Sabin. That should be an interesting matchup. Richard, welcome back. Welcome back. What surprises do we get? Well, it's funny you say that, Richard. Lots of rumors. People talking about The Rock be involved. I'm not sold on that idea. Now, all these reports coming out all day today. Bobby Roode, Robert Roode, call him what you will, the glorious one in the house, or in Detroit at least. He was spotted in Detroit And I'm telling you right now, I don't care what part of the show it is, even if it is the Slim Jim Battle Royal, it is going to be amazing if out of nowhere those lights drop and you get glorious. Yeah, no, how could you go wrong with that? So, surprises, yeah, I expect something. And there's been a lot of time where we've wondered, does Roman have anybody in his back pocket? Could he dip into the Samoan dynasty outside of the WWE? Or could he get mercenaries or, friends? I don't know. We will see on that front. But yeah, I mean, we've talked about Randy Orton possibly coming back. We've talked about The Rock. We've talked about Robert Roode now. I don't know. Does anyone else in the chat have names off the top of their head that are striking them? But yeah, we got potentials. And I mean, it's a SummerSlam. It's a big deal. There's usually something going on during a SummerSlam. So we will see on Saturday. Hopefully Priest cashes in against Roman. Steve, it's not going to happen. Not at all. The storyline doesn't lend for that. It would be out of left field. It wouldn't make sense, I don't think. And nobody's going to dethrone Roman, not even Jey Uso. So yeah, as much as you hope, it's a lot of opium, buddy. I don't see it coming to fruition. Jilly, what's up? KJ and Wrestling 5 Live. Oh, we've upgraded. We've leveled up from 4 to 5. I like it. I'm looking forward to the Moose match tonight. Moose always classic. Moose was a guy that I kind of wanted to see move away from Impact Wrestling. He is entrance. He's a pro. Everything about him, it's excellent. But if you all were wondering, Chris Sabin and Masha Slamovich locking up. So if anybody's watching Revolver, our friends from the DWO, the Dad World Order, are at this show tonight. So shout out to them. What up, big dog? Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. I think Jake Priest, Cardona main event of Wrestling Revolver going to be a banger. Two good names. Cardona has done amazing. We know what he's become as far as he's kind of like, one of the top dogs in the independent scene. And of course, Jake just won his first major kind of title, and great talent. It should be a really good match. There's a few matches on this card, very intriguing. Woo, Richard, do you think, welcome back, by the way, do you think Trish, Becky, and Rhea Raquel is a swerve and they later get announced for on SmackDown or the day of SummerSlam? I don't. And we talked about this before. I mean, people are talking about it being left out, and I don't feel that way. I feel like the SummerSlam card is full, and I'm happy. I don't need the additional matches. It's only going to water down the card. Trish and Becky, I assumed part of the reason why their match was delayed, not for SummerSlam, was genuinely Trish is dealing with her nose. But I mean, could Rhea get added? Raquel? No. Raquel took a kayfabe injury. As Pierce said, when you're ready to go, you get a shot. So I don't feel like they're left out. I mean, we got already 2 women's matches on the card. I think the Ronda Shayna match is going to be perfectly good. And I think the triple threat for Asuka's title is going to be interesting, especially with Io lurking around. So, yeah, I think at the end of the day, I don't imagine they're going to be added. I don't think it's a swerve. I actually like what the WWE did is, not everybody can be on every pay-per-view. It's not a participation medal. It's got to be earned, and the most intriguing stuff made it, and the stuff that maybe isn't as interesting or as over with the fan base didn't, and I'm okay with that. I'm just excited about going. Going where? Roman has no friends. It's true, Alexis. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. James in the house. Watt dropping a sticker on us. I love it. Bash, good to see you. How you doing? How you doing? Big Dog says, I wouldn't be surprised if Office, Sika, and Rikishi are all at SummerSlam. Now, what do you think the odds are of Jay coming to the ring doing the tribal chant he and Jimmy did a while back? Listen, dog, I'd be all for that. Kind of a throwback. And realistically, I think a couple times now where you do tribal court, it should have been better than just everybody standing in the ring with microphones. We did the rules of engagement. It should have been better than everybody just standing around with microphones. I feel like it got a little bit rinse and repeat. And the last week here on SmackDown, we were like, okay, this again. Like you doubled down on the rules of the match. You could have covered that in the contract signing. They chose not to. If I had it my way, Rikishi, Alpha, Sika, shit, I don't care. Go get Zion Quinn. Go get anybody. Go get, Jonah, anybody close, and put them, almost have it like a lumberjack feel to it. If I was doing this, it would be really cool if there was like a good group of people around the ring, like I said, almost in a lumberjack style match, and give it that tribal feel. Have them banging on the apron. Come on now. Make it intense. Make it different. You keep telling us we're doing all this tribal stuff, but it's the same shit. Make it a little more tribal, if you will. What else we got? In my opinion, if Priest cashes in against anyone else, it's a failure, regardless of the result. Well, I mean, if he successfully cashed in on Roman, it wouldn't be a failure. Oh, anyone other than Roman, because you want Roman? I don't know why you see that, because at the end of the day, I mean, his story, what he's dealing with, what he's doing has nothing to do with Roman. Him winning the World Heavyweight Championship and actually cashing in on that championship is good for business. So there's no way. There's a 0% chance that he will be cashing in on Roman Reigns. So if you view that of anything other than Roman as a failure, well, even if you tried to cash it in on Roman, it would be a failure. So not today, not tomorrow, not next month. It's not going to happen, my buddy. All right. WWE is planning to have a triple threat match between Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor at Payback. That is part of the rumor. It makes sense. I mean, it ties into this whole storyline. And like I said last night, guys, or I said earlier this week, I'm always looking forward to the idea of surprising us. I would love to see Damian Priest walk out of SummerSlam as the World Heavyweight Champion. I really would. I would love to see either Finn win or almost win and Damian run away with it. And it will continue that riff. It will continue that storyline between Damian Priest, the Judgment Day, and Finn. And then you can lead to the triple threat. Now, is that a done deal? We got to be careful. A lot of people like to announce matches like, oh, this is going to happen, but it doesn't always come to fruition. Boom, 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 boom. Chris Sabin for the win. Damian making a prediction. So if anyone else out there is watching Wrestling Revolver and wants to throw in their 2 cents, yeah, I'll take Sabin as well. Even though Masha is a beast. Of course, we'll probably see Sabin and Masha as soon as Impact starts, which is one of the funnier things. So, going to SummerSlam. There you go. There you go. Hey, man, enjoy. That's going to be a fun one. In Detroit, it's going to be good. Jordan, welcome. Woo, back at ya. Huang, hi there, KJ White. Hello. I'm excited about going to SummerSlam. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's going to be a good one to go to. I mean, the Bloodline match is kind of historic unto itself. You might be seeing Ronda Rousey's last match for quite a while, if not forever. And again, will you get somebody coming back? Will a Robert Roode or a Randy Orton show up? What else do you get from it? You're going to get Drew and Gunther. Yeah, it's going to be a good one, buddy. I'm a little jealous, I'm not going to lie, but we'll be right here as we always are. Oh, Sabin with the pin. 2 count. Woo, Slamovich refusing to give up. I don't think they'll have family members around the ring. Nah, they won't. For Roman and Jay, I do think they be in the crowd somewhere, maybe even in the front row. Well, I found it very interesting. We may have the whole family in the front row. That could happen. What I do like the idea of as well, I mean, I don't believe they're going to do the lumberjack thing. That's a bit of a hopium, a pipe dream, as far as I just think the visual would be really cool. Now, Jay saying that the tribal combat was the elders' idea, and then Paul making a big deal that Jay's not supposed to talk to the elders. For me, it would be kind of cool if they came out. They were on like the minimum, because there's not that many of them. Or like as far as that group goes, Alpha, Sika, and Rikishi. But you could always have them like on the come out and be on the stage. and then the boys kind of come out between them. So that would also be a dynamic. I would like to see some type of involvement from the elders. You keep referring to them. This match was their idea. I'd like to see them there. And it's SummerSlam. It's a big show. Let's put on some glitz and glamour to this. Do you think John Cena could be a bigger movie star than The Rock? No, not anymore. John Cena's at that point. He's been in Hollywood for a while. It's not like he's going to be doing a whole shit ton of big blockbusters. And that's what, love him or hate him, The Rock made a killing on big blockbuster movies. So I think he's always going to have that leg up. Saban kicking out of the Fisherman Suplex. Richard, in Tribal Combat, family members can't get involved. However, anyone else can. I see Priest being a little, title hungry after Finn's win, thus involved in Roman and Jay, but he causes Roman to retain. So, Richard, you're on that vibe a little bit with my buddy Steve. Like I said, truthfully, I don't really see it happening. I'd be very surprised if it did. But interesting. It would be a great surprise if Damian cashed in on Roman. Yeah, it would blow our minds, wouldn't it? Like out of nowhere, if that was the guy. But truthfully, guys, I really do believe that Roman is not giving up that belt anytime soon. At earliest, and I'm not even convinced yet that it's going to happen there, but the earliest I see Roman losing that belt will be WrestleMania 40. I don't see it going anywhere else before that. And there is a chance, I think it's small, but there is a chance that he wins at WrestleMania 40 and continues for a little while. Like Paul Heyman said this week, we got a winner. Chris Sabin steals a win with a roll-up on Masha Slamovich. And our first match here in Revolver is complete. Whew. Yeah, back to my point. Like they asked Paul Heyman about being, Paul Heyman was kind of tongue-in-cheek, maybe, talking about being the GOAT. And I can prove I'm the GOAT because I'm with this man. This guy has broken box office records. He has broken merch records. He is this and that and this. You can go down the list of accomplishments over the last 2 years for Roman. And that's a hard thing to step away from. And we've talked about this before of if Roman isn't in the picture as the top guy, who's going to step in and take and make the money that he's making, drawing the money he's drawing. And I know the detractors don't want to believe it, don't want to hear it, but he's undeniable as far as what he does for that company. Monetarily, they're killing it. When Priest was a babyface USA champion, nobody cared. Priest isn't ready for a world title, in my opinion. The only reason he's popular is because of JT. I agree with parts of that. He wasn't good as a babyface. What he's done over the last handful of months as a heel, as kind of the big alpha in Judgment Day, I don't think he's popular because of Judgment Day. I think Judgment Day has done really well building each other up. Dom got big, Rhea got big, but Damian's had really good matches. He had a really good moment with Bad Bunny, and then you take it into the fact of, he could be the leader of that group. He's big, he's dominant, he's got a bad attitude. The heel side of Priest is working very well. As Alley Catch, one of my faves, come into the ring. There we go. But at the end of the day, I don't think, I think if Priest was a heel unto himself, which eventually he will be, he'd be fine. And he would have been fine. He would have found a way to work, and he can be physical and dominant. And I think it works with or without the Judgment Day for Damian Priest. Big fan of what that man is doing. Jordan, welcome back. If I haven't said that yet, is Randy Orton back to SummerSlam as heel joining the Judgment Day? Joining the Judgment Day. I don't see him joining the Judgment Day. Could he come back as a heel? Yeah. Could there be... I don't know. I think the pop for him is going to be so goddamn big that him coming back as a heel, at least initially, is almost impossible. It's very intriguing that way. People are going to want to celebrate the return of Randy Orton. And if it is, if it's not just him walking through the curtain, but him coming out of nowhere to hit an RKO, people are going to come unglued. So, I don't know. I don't see him joining the Judgment Day, though. What do we got? We got about 10 minutes to showtime, folks. Remember to hit that like, share, subscribe. We will be watching Impact. Luna Havoc will be stopping by. We got all your action, and I'm currently watching Wrestling Revolver. If anyone out there was curious, yeah. There's Rachel Armstrong coming out to take on Allie Catch, and I'm putting my money down on Allie. Detroit is my hometown. We're like neighbors, Jordan. That's excellent. If they were planning any comebacks or returns, SummerSlam or the Raw or SmackDown after SummerSlam would be the place to do it. Yeah, I mean, again, being a big show, being SummerSlam's had some crazy returns. I mean, I didn't even mention the fact that Bray Wyatt is being rumored out there as a potential return. I mean, I feel like we're going to get something. And again, we could get something at SummerSlam and then get more on the Monday and or Friday. So it'll be very intriguing to see how it all plays out for the next week. There's a lot to unfold, but then again, it's kind of like turning the next chapter of, okay, make some changes, bring some things in. And I'm really curious. I mean, one of the biggest things that I'm intrigued about is, oddly enough, the Battle Royal, that Slim Jim Battle Royal, which the deal with Slim Jim is the biggest in wrestling history. Not Mountain Dew, not and Pizza Hut. Slim Jim has broke the record. So very interesting there. And again, when people kind of detract from WWE and they're not doing it. I mean, we might not always like the product, but they're definitely cashing dollars. Trinity will kick off Impact. That's very true, Damien, and that will be starting very shortly. And we will be here live for it. It could be like when Brett fought Owen in the cage and the whole Hart family were ringside in the crowd. Yeah, I mean, that works too, 100%. I get it. My fantasy booking is like, let's make it like, that underground, gritty kind of vibe of, but yeah, put them at ringside. I don't care. Nobody's beating Roman anytime soon. A white hot Cody couldn't do it at WrestleMania. A white hot Sami Zayn in Toronto couldn't do it, and Brock multiple times couldn't do it. Jay tried before and failed. I'm with you. That belt is not going anywhere anytime soon. I don't imagine. And I think if Damian Priest takes the Money in the Bank anywhere near Roman Reigns, it will be a waste of time. I think the vulnerable title ends up being Seth Rollins' title. And like I said, I'd be perfectly happy if we showed up next Monday and Damian Priest was your world heavyweight champion. I'd have no problem with it. Roman Reigns will lose his belt till I'm guessing you're saying he's going to hold his belt till WrestleMania 40. Fair enough, Jordan. Fair enough. I think a new stable reveals itself. Do you think a returning Mandy Rose and Toxic Attraction or Her Business 2.0? The Mandy Rose thing is interesting. Richard, the only way I see the Mandy Rose thing working out is A, has she changed her mind about her content? If she's not going to change her content, then the WWE won't bring her back. That being said, if she's kind of slowed down, because I mean, it's been proven that at some point, no matter how much money somebody's making on I think I said OnlyFans, but on her paid page, because I know it's not OnlyFans, but eventually that will slow down. Yeah, she made a mill in a couple weeks. Yeah, but that's because everybody was tuning in to find out what the fuck was going on. Now, I don't hear a whole lot of whispers about her. I don't see a whole lot of talking about her. So if that changes, it might change her perception. But then there is still some, hurt feelings. I mean, I was your NXT champion. You fired me out of the blue. I didn't like it. So there's a lot of ground to make up there. I don't know if we could see it. But the second part of that, Richard, her business seems to be something that's on the cusp of forming. And maybe SummerSlam's the place to reveal the new Hurt Business. What do we got here? Allie Katch right now in control of Rachel Armstrong, giving the crowd the business. Welcome back, James. Good to see you. Unless of outside circumstances like major injury or illness, Roman is not losing that belt unless it's Mania. I agree. At this point, it has to be a big deal. Now, I would argue SummerSlam against Jay would be a huge deal. However, not huge enough. He needs something. He needs some time. And again, if he's going to drop that belt, it's got to be monumental. You're looking at trying to create that moment of like Andre versus Hogan, years in the making, that kind of vibe of, after all these days as champion, he's finally going to be beat. Somebody's going to finally take him out. Man, it better be good, and it's got to be something big. And I still believe it's Cody. There we go. Big Dog's back in here with WWE trying to erase certain records from their past, namely Hogan's title reign. Why? Because Hogan's drawing a lot of negative drama these days. Roman's run till September 24th. Or September 24th. I don't know that he goes till September 24th. I don't, but that'd be crazy. Do I think that, there's some negativity around Hogan, and that's why they want to change it, but it's not just Hogan. I think when you look at the record books, it's a lot of names that the fans nowadays don't necessarily know. Some of us of the older vintage, we know who Bruno Sammartino is, and we know who Hulk Hogan is, but you're talking about wrestling fans that grew up in the John Cena era, and they, John Cena is the greatest, and haven't seen anything much below that. So to have some names sprinkled on your record books when people are looking up longest running this, longest running that, multiple title runs, that kind of thing, you'd like to see some modern names that we recognize. What up, Tony? How you doing? Welcome back. I agree about Roman. Hard to lose your belt when you barely ever defend the belt once a belt for pay-per-views. That is a very good fact. And I know you say it as a negative, but it's the way it is. And it's very similar to other companies. The Roman defends his belt when it matters. Why defend it at a Payback or a secondary pay-per-view when you can save that for a money event like SummerSlam? So I'm all for it. And it does make his title reign. Even the fact that he's not on TV consistently helps extend this title run. It really does. And again, we've talked about it a lot. He has not defended that belt enough, but I think people lean on it a little too much as far as, I don't think your champion should be defending at every pay-per-view. I don't think MJF should be doing it. I don't think Alex Shelley should be doing it. I don't think any champion should be consistently defending their belt. I think it becomes overkill. You want those belts to be special. And I will say this, Seth Rollins was the exception as far as establishing the World Heavyweight Championship, but you will see that taper off as well. All right. Huge split happening in the Judgment Day at SummerSlam. Highly possible, Big Dog. What else we got? I'm going to quickly say hi to Steve again, Larry, Damian, Keyshawn, Adam, Brad. I will get back to your comments. Who else is here? Boston's in the house, and we are about 2 minutes away from Impact, which means we are about 2 seconds away from Miss Luna Havoc joining us on the channel. The Canadian Gem is back.
Hello, y'all. Hey. How's it going?
It's going well. Watching a little bit of Wrestling Revolver right now and waiting for the start of Impact.
Was Wrestling Revolver tonight?
Yeah, they had a show tonight. A pretty good card, actually. But a lot of the Impact stars are on it. Just saw Chris Sabin beat Masha in the opening match. Alex Shelley's on the card. Ace Austin, John Moxley, Cardona's taking on Jake Priest. There's a lot going on.
Okay, I'm going to be watching that this weekend then.
It's a good card.
Actually, right probably next week because SummerSlam is on Saturday. So
very true. Lots of hellos for Luna. There you go. What up, Luna?
Hey.
How you doing?
Hi. I'm a little fucked right now. It's been
Be
a long
straight with me, girl.
It's been a long week of making videos for SummerSlam. So
yes,
it's like 10-minute videos, but it takes so much longer than that. So
no,
yeah.
Listen, not to be the bleeding heart creators here, but I think sometimes people don't realize like how long little things take, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, are you guys gonna do this? I'm like, yeah, but I need the time to set it all up and got to
Yeah.
do it. Nah.
It's going to
But
take
yeah,
about,
no,
yeah.
it's all in a day's work. But you got lots of great content coming up, and like I said, folks, earlier, Luna did put out her top 5 SummerSlam moments of all time. She also put out her SummerSlam predictions. So go over to her channel, go over to our channel. Well, you're here already, but check out all of that content. Good stuff so far, Luna.
I'm trying. I'm making
Yeah.
it happen this year. I'm having I'm not complaining. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. It just now that it's over, I'm like I could take a breath. So
Yep. Well, the work here never ends because we set the channel up. But we do have Impact tonight. A lot of talk about SummerSlam. Rumors of the likes of, well, you hear the reports of Robert Roode being in Detroit. Very intriguing. As Impact is kicking off with, I guess, a replay of last week.
What am I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey. Oh,
And
right.
and on Wrestling Revolver right now, Zachary Wentz is coming to the ring. It's really confusing when they do this. What up, EQ? How you doing? Christopher's in the house. What's up, KJ? If you was Booker, who would you like to see join newly formed Dark Order? I have suggestions: Lance Archer, Kip Sabian, Nick Camarado, New Japan Pro Wrestling people. Very interesting question. Truthfully, I think if I was booking by now, I think I would have just disbanded the Dark Order, called it a day. If you're going to do a new one, yeah, you need a leader. I don't know if Lance Archer works for me just because we've seen so much of Lance Archer. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not Larch.
Larch.
Lance Archer doesn't do anything for me. I think they could make the Dark Order cool. Like it's kind of culty, you know, it started off good, I feel
It really
like.
did. Do you remember those infomercials that would just randomly pop up? Join the Dark Order. I was like, that is amazing.
And then after Brody passed away, it kind of just fell apart, right? So yeah, let's not put Lance Larch anywhere near that. And I think Kip could do amazing things with that. I think he has kind of a creepy cult leader look, you know?
Not bad.
Yeah, I actually like that idea.
Not too bad. A lot of people more pause. All right. Wrestling Madness this Saturday night. Yes, it's going to be a fun one here on the channel. Collision, SummerSlam. We go live at 6:30 p.m. and we don't know when we go unlive. So
unlive.
Hold on tight.
Oh yeah. Okay, so on Impact they are showing the preview or the whatever from last week. I totally forgot that Eric Young came back and
I did not.
What's his name sat on him?
Khan.
What's his name? Not Khan, the other one.
Why am Diener.
Diener just sat on him. And Chris Sabin did come back. I forgot about that too.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get this huge 8-man tag at Emergence, which you will be present for.
I'm so excited. I'm mostly excited because I'll see Josh Alexander, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
So stoked.
So tonight on Impact, we get Jonathan Gresham with Mike Bailey, the most boring tag team in tag team history, against the Rascals.
Okay. Yeah. I thought Gresham left.
No, apparently not. And he's still hanging around with Mike Bailey. And I mean, they're not the most boring ever. They're just not very interesting. And they've had a long, like all of 2023, I feel like they've been connected.
Yeah, does nothing for me. Nothing whatsoever.
So we have a #1 contenders tag championship tournament happening. So it's Rascals versus Bailey and Gresham. And then on the other side, it's Swan and Callahan versus ABC. And they will fight to see who takes on Subculture at Emergence.
I do love that. I do love that a lot. I hope ABC wins. No, Actually, you know what? The Rascals winning would be nice. I think that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think the finals will be Rascals and ABC, and the Rascals seem to be the hot ticket right now with the return of Zachary. I think it's going to be. I thought the Rascals were involved in the last match, and I was completely wrong. But Trinity Fatu in the ring.
Who's she going up against tonight?
Tiana Perazzo. I don't know about tonight, but at Emergence, you're going to get that match, which will be fun.
I'm so excited. I am so excited.
Dun, dun, dun. I will be handling the pause button for Big Nick tonight, by the way. All right, big dog. You do you, boo-boo.
Big Dog has been sending me werewolf stuff on Twitter all week. So thank you for that. I can't remember why. What did I say last week? I said something about a werewolf, and now my whole wall is Big Dog werewolf stuff.
There's so many jokes in there, but anyway, Vance, how are you doing? How you doing, Vance? Welcome back. As someone who makes weekly stuff around 30 minutes each, it does take a long time to make content. So another fellow content creator, go check out We Are Pro Wrestling, by the way. So just confirming, it's not easy.
It's not easy. No. It's fun.
Sometimes
it's not easy.
You take all that time and you have like a 4-minute video and you're like, shit.
I know.
It's like 2 hours, man.
Oh my God.
Hi, Luna. I absolutely love your Instagram channel.
Thank you, Larry.
Larry.
My Instagram channel.
I like
love
it. It's worth surfing, folks. Go check it out.
Do you think Curry returns to protect Asuka from an ear? Oh, that was a lot of Japanese names. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be Kairi Sane returning to protect Asuka against Io Sky. No, I mean highly unlikely, but I don't think one will be connected to the other. Do you think Io could cash in this at SummerSlam?
Honestly, totally forgot about her. No, I'm gonna say no on that one.
Okay.
I don't see it happening. I think Damian Priest is going to.
I do too. I want Damian Priest to leave SummerSlam as champ, just to make us all go, what?
I hope so too.
Oh, okay.
Because, first of all, I've said this before, I do love him. I do like him. I just hate the Judgment Day. And I feel like if Finn Balor is to win it over Seth Rollins, but then Homeboy cashes in, and then that breaks up the Judgment Day, I'll be happy. You know?
Works for me.
And also, not to break them up just because I'm not a fan of them, but I think it'd be a great storyline. Like, have them all kind of separate. It'd be great.
Mm-hmm. One thing I found very interesting over the last couple of weeks is Seth Rollins has been quoted a lot in interviews about, I've worked a lot, I'm banged up, I haven't stopped. So, and to his credit, I mean, even at a time when things weren't going great, he was there every week battling main event. So maybe he does need a little bit of a pause for himself.
I think so. I think he should take that 100%. And he just had a kid too, right? Like, not just, but she's quite young.
Very much so. So, sorry.
I was just going to say, because of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, they pulled 2 of the women's matches from SummerSlam.
I don't think they pulled them. I just think they weren't there, like put in. I don't ever believe they were on the card.
When I looked at the card, they were on there.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. Because as far as I knew, they just hadn't put them on. I didn't realize they had taken them off.
So I know, like, fucking sue me, but Sean Sapp, I know. He said that he heard from like an actual source that they were pulled due to time
constraints.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm okay with that, and that's kind of what we talked about. Is I'd rather have them wait till Winnipeg, where Trish is scheduled to fight Becky in Winnipeg, and give us a good match or in a decent time frame, than do a 3-minute match that sucks.
Facts, yeah. No, I completely, and like, I know people are upset because it just happens to be 2 women's matches, but they're 2 matches regardless of gender that aren't that interesting.
That's what I think. I mean, at the end of the day, I think when you look at the card, you go, okay, we got to lose 2 of these. What are the least 2 interesting storylines we got? It might be those 2.
It's going to be those 2, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, wait, here comes Taylor Wilde and Kylan King, the Coven. So I think we're going to get a tag match, maybe. Dun, dun, dun.
What are they?
It's the Trinity show. Good vibes. EQ. Love it, love it, love it.
EQ.
Jake Roberts as leader. Oh, no. Adam. See, I almost feel like Lance Archer could get away from Jake Roberts at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Roberts would be cool as kind of sitting at the head of a table and kind of being the voice behind the king of whatever the group is, right? But I don't see him being the leader. You need a leader that can go into battle.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the Kip idea. I'm still on Kip.
It's interesting. Jack Perry take over Order, Lion, Raven, like Raven did for the Flock. Oh, take over the Dark Order? No.
No, I don't think that would work.
No.
Hi, Jack. Jack Michael. I'm trying to think. I mean, they have the same hair. That's about the only similarity between those 2. Bash 8. Kip is bad. I don't actually know a lot about Kip. He just looks like a drunk pirate. And I thought that would fit. But I actually don't know much about him.
I mean, the guy wore a box on his head for like 2 years.
I totally forgot about that. And that went absolutely nowhere, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was the point of that?
I don't know. It'll be very interesting what they do with the Dark Order. I mean, is it just Uno's in charge and they're going to book him better? Maybe, but I don't know if that works anymore. It's a tough one.
I'm always down for cult factions, so I hope they do something with it, but...
Listen, at this point, fucking make it Bray Wyatt and let's just call it even.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be amazing. But I haven't heard anything about Bray Wyatt recently, to be completely honest.
Again, it's a major WWE pay-per-view, so he's been lumped in with some rumors of like he could come back. But I feel like they, half the time it's them telling us who might come back and the dirt sheets running with it.
Yeah. No, I can't see him. I can't see him coming back at SummerSlam at all. No, I just don't see it whatsoever.
I don't know. It's such a weird scenario. Lance Archer has too many titles. Murder Hawk Monster. Which is it? Wait. Well, that's Murder Hawk Monster is one title. What other titles does Lance Archer have? Like you can't just break his name up. Murder Hawk and Monster. That's too much.
That's too much.
He's the Murder Hawk Monster. That's
that's it. He has one.
Oh, we got security in the ring, Luna.
Yeah, what's even going on?
The Coven are trying to beat up Trinity and Perazzo. Uh-oh. We know that music. Santino! Take it easy.
He's honestly the best.
So comfortable with the microphone.
I know. I love it. What did you think about Kenny announcing yesterday we will see him? He said we may see him on Collision. I don't know. I think they're fucking with us.
It would be great if they were. It really would be, but I still have my doubts. I was convinced until, like I said, when Punk started coming back and more like, oh, he's back and people aren't happy and da-da-da-da. I was really curious that, and them not being in the same building at the same time kind of bullshit. Very intriguing to me. I think it's a cute little tease because, again, if you're going to be in the company, maybe we will show up. I mean, I like it. It's smooth.
Yeah.
But I thought that whole situation should have ended the show last night. Did you like Dynamite 200? You've had some criticisms of your buddy Tony lately.
Last night was pretty good. There, yeah, it was okay. Like, it wasn't my favorite. There was a lot of really interesting stuff. I didn't feel like it was a special episode by any means. The elite against Jeff Jarrett and whatever, that
TNA
was
2009.
fucking weird. Like, I really didn't need to see that. And then Chris Jericho inserting himself in more stuff was really annoying. With the Don Callis throwing, I just didn't care. But it was a pretty fun episode. Besides some little things, it was pretty good. The whole Jeff Jarrett thing. I made a video about this though. Kenny Omega pretending to play the guitar made it worth it to me. It made me really happy. I was like, oh, okay. It's just shits and gigs at this point. But
I think someone had put up like, what song is he singing? You put Afternoon Delight.
It's the first one that came out of my head.
What's going on, Jake? How you doing? Welcome to the show tonight. I'm gonna skip a bunch of that. LOL, I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control. Pause. What? Simmer down, big dog.
And the whole, like, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but the whole thing with Swerve Strickland last night, and they jumped Nick Wayne. That was nuts.
I like that. Did that not give you a little bit of Impact vibes of like, all right, they're trying to kill people?
I just love Swerve Strickland right now. I think he's the greatest. I want him as champion. He plays evil really well. I don't know.
Do you think this whole mogul bullshit is holding him back? Like, he had like the two bulked up white guys for a minute as like sidekicks, and Rick Ross was there, and then now he's got Nana. I think him just as a dude, like, I mean, even him and AR Fox seem pretty good teaming up, but all these other fringe people like Brian Cage and the Gates of like, how many friends you got, man? Like,
it's all right. For some reason I don't even notice that much. It just looks like a bunch of dudes hanging around. I don't know. I don't know. He could drop them, you know. It seems kind of pointless to me, but
so we did get an impromptu match, folks, and we I'll ask Luna's prediction. I'm not going to ask the fans because I know some of you all already know the answer. But we get an impromptu Trinity Deonna Purrazzo versus the Coven here tonight.
Yeah, I hate this, so I'll just go with the Coven. For some reason, I'm going with the Coven. Yeah,
fair enough. Deonna Purrazzo not even in ring gear, just in her Lulus and a top.
Her Lulus.
Let's go. I got to say something, KJ. Why is Keith Lee with the Hardy Boys? Is he going to be now a servant? Keith Lee as a brother Mark. And I had an idea. The Rampage don't care but Blade and Butcher turn on Kip and turn. I don't know if turning on Kip will make them matter in that regard. I mean, Butcher and the Blade would be good candidates for the Dark Order. I think they're underutilized. I think Butcher's excellent. What else we got in there? Keith Lee is an anomaly. Like, we just talked about Swerve. Swerve and Keith Lee had something, and Keith Lee's been nothing in AEW.
Yeah.
He was Uncle Phil for a little bit, and then he's back to being himself, but he's not doing shit.
What show is he even on?
Dynamite, I guess. I mean, we never see him anywhere. We occasionally get him on Rampage, and he's hanging out with the Hardys. Dun, dun, dun.
That is really sad. I hope they end up putting him on Collision. I hope something happens.
James, welcome back.
That's
not nice.
Big Nick.
Leave my buddy alone. There you go. This one's for you, Jack.
Jack Luna, so excited. She just can't hide it, like girl from Saved by the Bell. I got the reference. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Right. I love that show.
Dun, dun, dun. Classic. Nothing much chatting here. Great. Perry Carey. Carlito show up. Oh, I missed this earlier. That's another name that's been rumored for quite a while that he's returning. I would love it.
Me too. Love it.
And I want him to go after Theory.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Go get the U.S. title. Go in a program with a Theory for a while. a vet. Even let him win it off Theory and have Theory chase him down for a while. I don't give a shit. Carlito being back in the mold, he's a guy, he's a talented guy. He's a vet. And he looks like he's in better shape now than he was 10 years ago.
It's nuts. I love it. I love Carlito. The U.S. Championship belt is not on SummerSlam, though.
No, it hasn't been really highlighted very well, or very much on SmackDown over the last little while. So there is no U.S. title match, which I don't hear people really belly aching about that as much. Of course, the tag match, if there were planning to have a tag match, it looks like, KO being on the shelf hindered that decision. So we don't get a tag match. We don't get U.S. title. But again, I'm happy with 8-9 really good matches opposed to like 13 matches and 4 of them being fluff.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Right.
I know some people are pretty upset about the Becky versus Trish mostly.
Well, they announced it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't even understand that feud, to be completely frank. I don't.
I don't mind it. I mean, where we talk about, I think the one thing the WWE is doing half decent is a lot of the women are doing something. Might not be the best thing, but they're doing something. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
You don't have a whole lot of AEW women doing stuff.
Doing anything, much of anything. Right? That's very true.
Now, you might not love fucking Valhalla versus Shush lady. There's 2 women doing something.
They're out there.
Speaking of content creation, WrestleFuss will not be seen this week. My dog Gunther got bit by a snake this morning and is sick as hell. Unfortunately, I had a snake bite kit to get the venom out. Big dog, T's and P's to Gunther, your dog. That's an amazing name, by the way. And I'm sure you'll be back at it with Wrestling Fuss sooner than later. So take care of your buddy. That's a sin.
Where do you live that your dog got bit by a snake and you have a snake kit handy? That's what I want to know.
That's the fucked up part, is he was prepared. I could get bit by a snake, but I would be ill prepared to do so. Well, and you, like me, we talk to a lot of Americans, and for those who don't know, both her and I are Canadian, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's so nice here." I'm like, I'm not going down like living in Florida with the fucking dinosaurs running around and trying to kill you and eat you. And
I was thinking of going to Florida in April because I've never been, but it's like 35 degrees in April.
Yeah.
Fuck that. No, absolutely not. I don't know how you guys survive. That's
my wet ass would melt.
Can't handle it.
It's like when I was in Jamaica, I'm like, just make the heat stop for 5 minutes.
But that food, Jamaica.
Oh, stop it. You're kicking the munchies. I can't handle it.
Yeah. I think Io is going to be the first woman to have a failed cash-in. Bayley will cost her actual cash-in, and they will feud from there.
I thought that was going to happen, but Bayley's hurt, so that might have fucked that up.
Oh, yeah. What happened to Bayley again? Something with her foot. She twisted her ankle or something?
Yeah. Oh, but then she did come back the next night, so maybe not. I don't know. Or like the next episode, so maybe it's not out of the realm of possibility. It is, like you said, we could see the first time a woman's cash-in does not go the way it's supposed to. Keep us guessing. That's what I want y'all to do. Oh, wow.
I love how she actually is wearing Lululemons right now.
I wasn't lying. I know that logo from a mile away.
Jesus.
Oh, we got the disarmor, salt to the earth, arm bar, whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
I think Island King needs a single run.
Me too. I'm not loving the Coven thing.
No.
Not loving it.
Oh, wow. Trinity kicks Deanna, of course. I think if Randy Orton comes back, we need the Viper, not the RKO stuff. Hogan worked smart for many years with the back, with a bad back. Randy can do it too. Randy's time is short and limited. Give us the Viper. I don't disagree with that. I want him to be a killer. I want him to be that vicious heel.
And I was right. Sorry.
You were right. Gee.
The Coven one.
Boo earns. So, folks, Trinity Fatu kicks her partner, Deanna Prazo, which, again, is only going to strengthen their rivalry as they head into Emergence.
So two things. Sorry, just two things. Did you see the ESPN 30 wrestlers under 30 list?
I didn't see all of it. I've got the bulk of the top 10 in my head, yeah.
I'm sorry. Who the fuck made that list?
I want to look it up now.
Pull it up. Pull
it up. We got to talk about this. There was some, like, the Nick sent over like the top 10 or whatever it was, and I felt it was pretty close. But maybe not. Maybe I got to double look.
I don't know, because then when you go farther down the list, it's like, wait a minute. Why is, like, I don't know, like, why is Logan Paul over Masha Slamovich or Jordan Grace or a lot of people? He's like number 8 or something. Like, he's not that good. Stop it right now.
Too high. And then
way
again,
too high.
When the fudge did ESPN become like a name? Like, we're going to tell you what's good in wrestling.
Yeah.
Pardon?
It's a very odd list.
All right, let's see. ESPN top 30. Now, the top 2. Now, right now, we got the Rascals talking to Scott Tamora, by the way.
What does he want?
Wildcats for life. We talking about Kentucky? That was my team growing up. I liked Kentucky for whatever reason. Luna into Hizzy, Aaron into Hizzy.
Hey, Aaron.
Sounds like some Arizona shit, yeah, don't it?
Oh.
I got a friend in Arizona. I'm like, fuck that. It's too hot, and y'all got animals trying to kill you. We just got to, check for rattlesnakes. No, I don't. No, I don't. Oh, go back. Oh my God! Stop talking. Fucking Eddie's wife.
Oh,
10 seconds into it. Oh, stop.
I cannot with her.
So, number 1, 30 best, so top 30 wrestlers under the age of 30. JF, I think this is undeniable. You okay with him at number 1?
Sure. Yeah. Okay, I'm JF. That actually makes sense. As a well-rounded wrestler in the ring, he's good.
He's really good in the ring,
and he's an amazing storyteller. All that stuff. Yeah. No, that one is correct. Okay, I'll give them that.
Rhea Ripley at 26 years old. Again, I'm not mad about it. I think
Rhea Ripley at number 2.
Yes, she's one of the best wrestlers. Period. Right now. Male, female, under 30, over 30. She's been outstanding. We'd have no even give a shit about Judgment Day if Rhea Ripley hadn't beat up Dominic Mysterio. No?
The thing is, when I think about a list of a pro wrestler, I think of a well-rounded wrestler.
I think she's very. I mean? You don't feel she's well-rounded?
No, I think she's insanely boring.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, I can't Oh, I know I'm gonna get booed out of the building. I think her look is
Wrasslin.
These are my own opinions. Sorry, y'all.
We welcome
but
them.
Her look is so Halloween costume on sale. Don't love it. Don't love the dom mommy thing. It turns my stomach.
Really?
I just want to turn it off. Her acting is bad. She's amazing in the ring. She's gorgeous. I just wish it's giving trying way too hard to be edgy. It's like edgelord. It's edgelordy, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Completely opposite. Think it's outstanding. I think her look has been badass. She doesn't look like she looks different than a lot of the other WWE women.
Yeah,
she's a beast, and I think we legitimately want to see her fight the men because we think she can beat them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think like there's something just missing for me. I think it just comes across like I really like her look, and I like that she looks different. I love like the punk goth thing, but sorry, I just can't. It's so edgelord. I can't
Oh,
do it.
big dog, kiss my ass. Get out of here, big dog.
I can always count on Big Dog.
Oh
Sorry.
my God.
Ride or die, me and Big Dog.
You could have just said Chris Jericho is the best female wrestler in history, and he would have been like, "That's right, Luna." Can Rhea and Io have a match at SummerSlam? Possibly. No, I don't think they're on the same show, and that's a bit of a stretch, bit of a reach.
Reach.
Russell, welcome. Wow, wrestling, cheesecake, and smoky time. Let's go. Welcome, Russell. What else we got? Okay, so number 3 is by the way, we got Alan Angels and Heath in the ring. I'm taking
Angels. Heath.
Oh, all right, perfect. I knew you were going to take Heath. Austin Theory at number 3. Okay.
Again, with when it comes to Austin Theory, I think like Rhea Ripley, I think he's awesome, but just as a well-rounded wrestler, I don't see it. Yeah, I think both of those people just need work.
I think with Theory, like his best years are ahead of him, but he's shown great potential.
100%. 100%. So like being number 3 to me, maybe if this list is only strictly in ring ability, then I could see what they're saying. But if it's like on the mic and everything, then I don't get it.
And I think that's taken into account. I mean, I think part of it is interesting in the sense of it's just only the athletes under the age of 30. And I mean, it does speak to the fact of there's not a whole lot of people under 30 in those marquee roles. That's why I think MJF gets to be number 1 because he's a world champ at 27 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is where it gets interesting. Number 4, Vikingo. Enough said.
Yeah.
5, Dominic Mysterio, which I would have put higher than Vikingo.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Give it to the kid. I think he works really hard. Again, he's super young, right?
25. 26.
He's 26. Yeah, he's still quite young. He's doing really well. I think he's good on the mic and in the ring. He also gives me a little bit of a cringe, but like it comes a little more effortlessly for him, I think. Like it's more, I don't know how to describe it. He's just more like it kind of rolls with him. Mm-hmm. He's more believable to me. I would put him higher than Rhea Ripley by.
Oh, wow. Okay. I wouldn't, but I put him close.
And if it's just in-ring ability, of course I'd put her higher. But if we're talking like well-rounded, then I would put him higher.
He's getting more heat than anybody else in wrestling. It's crazy that Dom Mysterio is getting a bigger reaction than anybody.
Even he's getting a bigger reaction than Logan Paul.
Yep.
It's phenomenal. I am so happy that I started liking him because it has been a ride.
Number 6, Braun Breaker. 7, Carmelo Hayes. 8, Takeshita. 9, Liv Morgan. 10, Logan Paul. There's some problems in here.
There are some issues for sure. Liv Morgan, stop it right now. She should be maybe at 32 or something. Like
they only counted 30 of them. That's
it didn't even make the list.
She's higher than Jack Perry and Butch and Wesley and
she's higher than
Storm.
No, absolutely not. No. There is absolutely no way she's better than Wesley. No.
Sending angels. There you go. I did see somebody ask, could Christian Cage take Luchasaurus and take over the Dark Order? That'd be interesting. Bit of a reach, but it would be different. I need to start handing out water bottles on Thursday. I like it, Boston. What list are you talking about? Right now, we're talking about ESPN's top 30 wrestlers under the age of 30. So it's very an interesting thing. Takeshka, you know what? He's had a good time. Carmelo Hayes to me at 7 was too low. If there's no way, I think as far as what they're doing, I mean, Hayes could have been higher for me.
Mm-hmm.
Probably higher than Braun Breaker. You could have flipped them at a minimum. Logan Paul at 10, Julia at 11, Butch at 12, Jack Perry at 13, Wesley 14. Who else we got? Dragon Lee's at 17, Bendito, who we never see, is at 18, Jamie Hayter 19, Wheeler
telling...
Yuta 20.
Yeah, it's an interesting list to say the least. I don't know. I think they kind of just played beer pong with that one and threw balls into certain people's cups. I don't know what happened there, but putting Liv Morgan over Wesley, over Jamie Hayter, over Yuta is just weird to me. Weird.
I got better. I'm looking at, and we got 1, 2, 3. Did you get that right again? Yeah, you're 2-0. I'm 0-2.
Love to see it. Wait, I think I'm behind you.
I just got the pin.
Oh, there we go. Yep. I was a little bit behind. I won again. I'm doing it. Doing it, Peter.
Some people that got really shafted on this list. Daniel Garcia at 29 is not fair to Daniel Garcia. He should be much higher for the role he's played. Even if you don't love him, he's done a lot. Like, he's been with Jericho. He's over. Yeah,
I think he's great. I love his little dance moves too. Like, it's so stupid. I love it.
Masha at 27 when Liv's at 9. Ilya Dragunov at 26. That's a travesty. Deonna Purrazzo is 25. And Jordan Grace is 24. Liv Morgan is well ahead of these ladies.
I would put Deonna and Jordan Grace in the top 5. 100%.
Ooh, I would put them in the top 15. Maybe around 10, somewhere between 9 and 15.
Maybe top 10. Top 5 might be pushing it. But, like, I don't know. Very odd list. But
it's ESPN.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a bunch of Stardom and Noah. Like, to me, when you start including, like, oh, so-and-so from Noah, you're like, well, really? Really? I don't know.
It makes absolutely no sense. But, doesn't matter. ESPN, Dave Meltzer, all that stuff. You can't really get mad at lists like that. Like, you can't get all up in arms. You can, disagree with them, be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But, like, it's all bias, right? It's just opinion. It's not, you didn't go to fucking school for this. You know what I mean? So, like, it is what it is. So when people get mad at Dave Meltzer for his stars, it's like,
I do all the time.
Yeah, but it's like, who made this guy famous? We did.
Yeah. we fed the system. We got Eric Young on screen.
Ooh, look at his shirt. What's happening here?
Luna just lost the chat.
Okay. I can only tell my truth. I'm sorry, C Money. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, that's funny. Kiss it yourself, KJ. I tried. I fell off the bed. Leave me alone. The way you feel about Rhea is the way I feel about Roman. Yes, you'll receive some hate for it, just like I do over Roman.
It's all good, Steve G. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't like, I don't know, people that I like. A lot of people, I get so much heat from people because I like Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, you do actually?
Yeah.
I love Eddie. God. What is fucking wrong with people?
Seriously, I don't know. Oh, yeah, this was the werewolf thing. Jake something is here. Looks like he's between human and werewolf. He's changing under the moonlight.
Oh, we're back to werewolf talk.
Yeah.
down, big dog.
Oh my God, that's not fair. look at who Jake something is.
Yeah, he's fighting fucking Ryan Nobody.
He's so small. Oh, I'm actually scared. I'm a little nervous. I think Jake something is gonna win. I think.
I think.
Oh, bro, that's I can't.
This shouldn't take long.
No, and it's not even. I'm not even laughing because that guy is so like he probably isn't even that small. It's just Jake something is such a fucking beast.
Yeah. He's like, you want me to fight who? How do you feel about Sheeta winning? And also, how do you feel about potentially taking on Soraya at All In?
I think that makes the most sense, Soraya against anybody, because I feel like she's from the UK.
Well, I hope she's practicing then, because she's been shite.
Yeah, she hasn't been great, to say the least. But I just think because she's from there, that's pretty much it. She'll get like the homeland pop or whatever. But other than that, I think that's the homeland pop. Yeah, I don't really care about women's wrestling in AEW. Sorry.
She said it. I didn't say it. I'm not allowed to say that.
I want to, because there are I'm not saying there isn't amazing women on the roster, because there is. They're just doing nothing with it. No. So how am I supposed to get excited? I can't.
Yeah, even this Sheeta situation came out of left field. Like, there wasn't a whole... Like, we've seen all these women feuding with each other, and then somebody that was kind of on the periphery of the whole thing ends up winning. You're like, wait, what? Like, what happened to all the other women that were fighting, these people?
Yeah, so. I can't care at this point. They, like, when Thunder Rosa was around and they had the thing with her and Britt Baker and they put on some amazing matches, I cared a little bit then, but no, it's just fallen apart. And this has been a criticism of AEW for a long time, and it doesn't seem to be getting any fucking better. So,
well, how do you feel about the fact that Tony took heat? A lot of people pointed out, and that's over as we expected.
Yeah,
that was something else.
Jesus, it's gonna rip his arms off. Oh, God.
But people made a lot of fuss about the sign in the crowd that said "Book women's wrestling better."
Right.
The next week on your 200th episode, you put 2 women with no build in the main event. And I felt like that was a bit of a knee-jerk. That's not what the fans were asking for, Tony. Now, if Tony turns around and says, well, see, they had the main event. But that's not what we're asking for. We're asking for better booking, not better positioning. Right? If you want to put them in the main event because you've worked towards something, we're all for it. Like you said, Thunder Rosa and Britt was outstanding as a main event. But last night, to me, it didn't make any sense that they were the main event. And I think if you wanted to end the night being your 200th episode, it should have been with the Elite, who just re-signed. Yeah. That's the way I would have done it. But Tony's like, see, look, I'm listening. No, you're not. You're hearing what you want to hear.
Yeah. You're putting a Band-Aid fix on things, like always, sir.
Sorry, 1 second, Luna. We are in a little bit of a commercial break or a little preamble here. I believe it might be for Emergence or something. But, folks, I will remind everybody, we are just past the hour mark on our stream tonight. We are back tomorrow, doubleheader Friday, Rampage, SmackDown. Going to be a fun one, the go-home show for SummerSlam. Then we're back at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday for SummerSlam. Our SummerSlam predictions are coming out. Luna's are already out. So go check out her page. Go check out TikTok and Instagram and all that fun stuff. And then we got more content coming your way. We're dropping a brand new interview on Sunday. And then, of course, we're back at it again for all the wrestling coverage. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, share, be a part of the family. Become a member. Be a for-lifey. But other than that, we're rolling along.
A for-lifey.
A for-lifey.
What is this?
We're getting a replay from last week.
Right. I hope they announce more matches for Emergence tonight. I think they will. I think it's going to be Chris Sabin versus Rush at Emergence. I think he's going to have his rematch.
Oh no, but I think they aren't they in the 8-man tag together? Like Rush is on one side and Sabin's with it's Sabin, Alexander, Kushida, and Shelley against Bully, Leo Rush, somebody and somebody.
Right.
Moose, Heath, or Moose and Myers. What a weird team that is.
It's so weird. Oh, that's sad. I thought, okay. All right, fine. I'll take it. I get to see Moose.
SummerSlam is going to come and go, and Seth will still be champion, and Priest will still have his briefcase. That's the feeling I have. Valid, fair enough. Lance Archer is at Wrestling Revolver right now, by the way.
Huh.
Oh, speak of the devil.
There he is. He heard us.
There you go.
Hello, Tony Dark's Nightmare. Tony's Dark Nightmare. I also just noticed I accidentally put my name in as Luna J. And I kind of like it.
Luna J Havoc. Luna J.
Luna J. Hello, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. Who said something about Sting? Sting's a fun topic. Where are you? Nope. We're gonna keep going. What authority does ESPN have on wrestling? LOL. Liv Morgan is a multiple-time champion and beat Ronda several times. She is proven. Ooh. Top 10 proven though?
Not top 10. I'm not saying she's bad. Not at all. No, she's not bad. But is she better than Yuta? Is she better?
Yeah, is she better than Purrazzo? Is she better than
No, she's good. Don't get me wrong. I do like
some on the list. She just shouldn't be 9th.
9. Smile mark. Come on now. Come on, sir.
He's got a point. I mean,
yeah, she's good. She is.
She has some accolades.
But better than Jordan Grace? I don't know. I don't know about that.
Not in 2023.
No way. No way, Jose's.
I believe in Joe Hendry. We're getting a triple threat. Joe Hendry, Kenny King, and Yuya.
I love their little friendship, Yuya and Joe Hendry.
Right. Rest in peace, Dark Order already. I completely agree. Just bury it. I'm over it. I don't care.
I want them to fix it.
But who on Dark Order is worth really paying attention to? Uno?
They'd have to add like a
whole new team.
No, I think they could just if they add a new interesting leader like they had with why do I keep forgetting his name?
Cody.
Not Cody. Lee. Oh, Brody Lee. Yeah.
Wrestling Revolver sponsored by the GWO podcast. There you go. Shout out to our boys. Sting's been around since 1985, man. Good joke, but you never know. Some people are actually serious with a question like that, and I'm like, you on some kind of medication. No idea, but Sting is old, if that's the point.
Hey, Aaron. This one's for me, for sure. Heath needs to go for the world title. 100% behind that, Aaron. Yep. Let's get like a Heath and Joe Hendry rivalry. Like, for no reason whatsoever. I want a song about Heath.
Right? That'd be a good one.
I know.
It'd be about how many kids he has.
Yeah. Show up at his house and like sit on the couch with his wife. I need it. Joe Hendry, go.
Bash's argument of Liv is in a bigger promotion. I get that. I really do. And I always give that some clout.
But here's the thing. I feel like if you're doing such big things on a smaller promotion and don't have to lean into being in the biggest promotion, I think that actually means more.
Yeah,
Do you
I
know what
mean,
I
that's
mean?
where if you're going to include people from Noah or Stardom on the list, then that kind of negates that, right? You got to kind of put everybody on. You're looking at their work opposed to their impact.
Well, that's the thing. If you're gonna put like how many people, let's just say, watch SmackDown on Friday, it was like 2 mil or something.
Yeah, up to 3 mil.
So obviously more people are gonna know her, but the
Yep.
fact that so many people know Jordan Grace on a television show where there's like how many people watching? 50,000.
I'm still here.
Okay, I'm like, why is there a haunted house on my screen? Is that a haunted house?
That's Bray
So
Wyatt.
I feel like if you need to work against not being on a big stage, that should actually be points for you instead of like again leaning on something
Right.
that like I don't know. Just being in WWE for me personally is not enough for brownie points. Like
No.
no, I'm sorry.
All right. Yuya is here. Kenny King,
Yuya! He's
the
so
new digital champion.
Little Yuya is here.
And yes, folks, I'm still here just dealing with something real quick. They have enough belts in AEW. Richard, what did Richard say? I love the belt topic. Should AEW create a women's tag? No, they don't have enough.
No, they don't even have.
He said it though. Do they have too many belts already? And they do.
They have 8 belts. They have
At
8.
least. And then you have all the Ring of Honor belts. Then you have like the
Well, yeah.
Then you got the New Japan guys running in with belts. You got the AAA guys showing up with belts. There's fucking belts everywhere.
I don't feel like there's that many belts. I just don't.
Way too many. What's the point of the TBS belt right now? With Statlander.
I don't know.
Like, would that not be better if that was one woman's title and you had a rivalry between Sheeta and Statlander or Statlander and Britt? Or
well, that is the one thing when it comes to the women's belts, for sure. There shouldn't be any more than one because they don't do anything with the women. 100%. But some people argue that there's too many people in AEW, but then they also say there's too many belts. So it's like, which one is it? You know, like
there's both. You can have both. I think the problem is like the TNT belt has become, when we never talk about the TNT title that much anymore. Christian's starting to make it a little more interesting, but for the longest time, nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah, I think Christian's going to make it interesting. I think he is. I think it'll get there, but yeah, for sure that one. I like the FTW belt 100% because it is not really recognized, but now that they're kind of hi there, Alexis Whites. What does that mean?
Alexis from the chat. They're saying hi to each other.
Oh, okay.
They're like, why are they calling you Alexis, KJ?
Yeah. What happened?
My cousin Alexis. Leave her alone. So prestigious. Oh.
Yeah, I love the FTW belt. I like now that Jack Perry has it and they're kind of like bringing people back from ECW like RVD. I don't know. I like it. I love ECW, so I think it's kind of cool. Doesn't really have to mean anything.
Speaking of that, I need to know, and I already know kind of, but your reaction to Rob Van Dam walking out on All Elite last night.
I lost my goddamn shit. I was so excited. So happy. I love him. I told some people last night when we were talking about it, like I saw him live last year and the man is insane. I watched him. Where was it? I can't remember what venue or arena it was at, but he jumped from like the top where people were sitting like 30 feet into a garbage can, like garbage bin onto Decker. And that was just last year. Like, he is crazy still. He can still go. So yeah, I'm super excited. I again, like the Sabu situation when Sabu came back for that pay-per-view or whatever. If it's just a one-off, he goes against Jack Perry, that's great. But if this becomes a recurring thing like Jeff Jarrett, I'm going to get bored really quickly.
Oh, for sure. No, but I mean, it's funny because people pointed out that he was advertised as part of WrestleMania weekend. So, I mean, he could be literally signed for 1, 2, 3 appearances kind of like Sabu. Like, hey, yeah, I'll take $100,000 to show up 3 times. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if we could see him more than the once, that would be great. But I don't want to have him on for the next year, 100%. J- Perry, Jerry, Perry, Carey. Luna, let me hear your idea. What would you do with the Dark Order? I think I would put it on pause for a little bit. Aaron, RVD is my boy. I love RVD. Man looked so high last night, though. I mean, I'm sure he was. Anyways, so with the Dark Order, I would probably just pause it for a bit, let people kind of forget about it, and then come back with like a really strong leader. If they took Vince and what's his partner, Dutch, and put them with the Dark Order,
someone else mentioned that. I
would put them as the 2 like culty leaders, because Vince already does that.
You said culty, right?
Culty, yeah.
Okay. I thought I heard it.
Oh, nope. Because he already does, like, Vince is doing a spot on impression of Charles Manson. That's what he's doing. 100%. The hippie thing, the
snapping.
The snapping, that's exactly what Charles Manson used to do. Just like, what does he always say? Something like, dig what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
Another thing that Charles Manson used to say. Like, he could literally just put that in the Dark Order and change it. Because I feel like the Dark Order right now is like it feels like a space cult. I don't know what in the Shark Boy masks they're wearing, but I don't love it.
For the continuum transfunctioner?
Yeah. Like, let's just switch it up, make it like a real cult and call it a day.
Yeah, okay.
But I think they would have to go away for a couple months for that to work.
I agree. I mean, if we could just have them like go away and then one day show up by surprise with new people,
right,
and explain themselves, I think it could work.
I think it could as well. Because yeah, I don't love it. Is that what he's wearing? A Shark Boy mask?
Who?
Uno?
No.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of a little bit. What's the point of the digital media belt? What do you mean?
Well, I think for me, it's become like, I mean, at first it was kind of stupid and they were doing like the VR and beating each other with keyboards.
Yeah.
Recently, it's kind of become the mid-card title because the X Division is unto itself. Like the X Division feels separate, right? Like it's high flying and crazy pace. So for the guys that can't do the X Division, it kind of gives them a belt to battle for. And Hendry's done a good job with it. Now losing it to Kenny King's been good.
Yeah, no, I think I completely agree. Who was he against, Joe Hendry, when they did the VR? Moose.
Remember Moose was dancing?
Dancing Moose. They had the little car out and everything. I mean, sometimes wrestling has to be a little silly. I don't think the digital media championship at this point, like, I feel like it was going towards the 24/7 belt a little bit for a while. Like that kind of uncomfortable, stupid kind of belt. But yeah, I think it makes more sense now. I wish they would still do those matches once in a while. A little VR, bring the remote control car out.
Speaking of crazy matches, right now on Wrestling Revolver, it is Jessica Havoc taking on Max the Impaler. 2 very big women about to battle. We talk about beefy boys smacking me.
What was that laugh?
Right? That's my big dog laugh.
I can't do it.
What might be hurting AEW right now is too many cross-brand matches, too many matches reliance on AAA and New Japan wrestlers. Tony needs to start using more of his signees like Keith Lee. It lends to that the lack of booking, the lack of storytelling. It's a lot of spot booking, spot matches that don't really have. We just talked about it with Shida and Tony Storm. There wasn't a whole lot of build, and that's what we get Vikingo versus Commander last night. Why?
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I don't know. Like, I think the booking has been getting progressively better since getting Collision.
Fair
Like
enough.
Collision and
Collision's
Dynamite. Collision's so much better.
better.
But I feel like Dynamite's even taking a little step up. And
Oh, it's over. Sorry.
which on Revolver?
No, Kenny King is. I think you might be slightly behind me.
Mine's
I just
been
spoiled that
behind.
for you.
That's okay. We didn't take votes either. We didn't take predictions.
Did you get the win yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. TBS, TNT, USA, whatever you want to call them, you're not fooling anyone. You're just using another way to call them television titles, which is a rip of the NWA TV title, Tully and Dusty Made Famous. I don't know if rip is the proper term for that, big dog, in the sense of, you're right, it's in the same vein of the television title, which I mean, you want solid mid-card. You want a solid mid-card division, and you would like a solid title. Like if the TNT title was defended a lot of weeks and seen a lot, and it had some prestige to it, kind of like what Gunther's doing with the Intercontinental title right now. Make it matter.
Mm-hmm. Is that Jack Evans?
Where?
Oh, no. Oh, it is Jack Evans. Sorry, up against Bailey in the flashback.
We're getting a flashback. We're even getting Bailey in the flashback. Man.
I can't get away from Bailey.
I think there are too many wrestlers in both AEW and WWE. That's why guys who should be pushed don't get pushed. It's annoying. Valid.
Yeah.
I can live with that. Best
best move RVD ever made. That other thing that I wanted to talk about, speaking of too many wrestlers, blah, 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 Riddle. Do you think Riddle is being punished for getting a corn star pregnant?
I wasn't even going to go that far. I think the WWE has an issue when your outside life fucks up their plans. And I think that's part of this of, it's not just about the corn star. It's not about, but it's the failed drug tests. It's the bad decisions. It's the public, when the public starts turning on somebody for his actions, the WWE doesn't want to use them. He's contractually obligated to be there. So right now, I think he's going to eat a whole lot of crow for a while. Because if you had plans for him, but then you had to put him on the shelf for 2 months to figure his life out.
And I totally forgot about when he was married. First of all, it came out he was cheating on her, and that was a huge thing. But before that, his ex-wife was like making fun of WWE women, saying that they were flabby. So that became a thing. Oh my God.
That was one of the first bits of heat he got. Plus he got heat for trying to pick a fight with Brock Lesnar, trying to pick a fight with, like, he just, you know what? He's on a different plane. He is like the modern day RVD, maybe not as much natural talent in wrestling, but I think he's a good wrestler. I think he does well. We could probably do without the colorful animals flying out of his ass every time he comes to the ring. But he's not a bad wrestler, but I think he's going to feel the pain for it. He's been beat by Gunther multiple times. Ludwig beat him this week. Yeah. Oof. DMC, I thought he said BDC. I don't know what you're talking about.
Me either, no. I got nothing.
What's up, Kevin?
Hello, Kevin. RVD is my boy.
She would kick the shit out of me. Maxie Impaler would kick the shit out of a lot of people.
Yeah, I think so. Oh my God. What's that girl's name? Sarah Logan? That they were saying, oh, she looks like Max the Impaler. She went total Max last time I saw her this week.
Yeah.
Was she on the episode? She looked exactly like her. I thought it was Max the Impaler. Like, she's not even, like, I understand that there's going to be some, especially in certain looks and stuff, because I think they're doing kind of the Mad Max type look, whatever the fuck's going on. But it's just a blatant ripoff at this point. Like, it's the same fucking person, right down to the makeup. Woo!
In a lot of regards. The only thing I ever said was Max is creepier. Like Sarah
Yes.
Logan is like the WWE version of Maxine Miller in
Like,
the sense
don't
of like
scare
just
the
put her down.
children in the front row. Yeah, no, Max is definitely creepier in a good way.
And she's intense, man. She can wrestle. And her and Jessica Havoc having it out here tonight on Revolver. WWE should relaunch WCW and put it on Wednesdays. Yes, do it. Do it. We'll have doubleheader Wednesdays. I'm all for that. That's a wicked idea. Excuse you? Nope. I'm just saying. Is Cardona on Revolver tonight? Yeah, he's in the main event against Jake Christ or whatever the fuck. I'm in the good old country parts of Kentucky. There, Miss Lunar.
Lunar? You know where we floss our teeth with. Okay, so you do have a lot of snakes there. I get it. That makes a lot of sense now.
If they add one more wrestler, they could bring back the Beatdown Clan. Oh, wow. That'd be a stretch. With Trish versus Becky off the card, who will replace her? Nothing. No, they got 9 matches or 8 matches right now. And I think WWE's been very consistent with, 8, 9 matches. A couple of them are going to be long, but they don't want the fans there for 4.5, 5 hours. They don't.
Mm-mm. No.
Live Sunday, August 27th.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Okay, Emergence, Chris is on one side and Rush is on the other. Okay. All right.
Hassine, welcome back. He says, hi there, Luna.
Hola. Is Max still with Father James?
No, not consistently. Not tonight. In Tirana. Do you hear this? Called it Tirana.
Tirana. Sanita's going to be there. For what reason? I don't know. I mean, I'm happy about it, but does he have a match? Or?
Impact 1,000 episodes. Awesome Kong. The beautiful people are coming back September 9th. My mama's birthday. I think. Oh, the beautiful people. That's so nice. I'm super excited about that. There you go. Bash confirming. There you go. Beautiful people and Awesome Kong will be in the house. Maybe we'll get a little bit of ODB. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God. Samurai Du Sol and a whole bunch of other people.
Number 1 contenders tag team. Okay, you know what? I'm getting really sick of this. Where the fuck is Crazy Steve? You're going to give me
in a month.
You're going to give me Black Taurus, but not Crazy Steve? That is rude. Oh my God. Rude. Okay.
Yeah, so Big Dog agreeing with you. I bet Vince is all kinds of jealous about it.
Probably, yeah.
All right.
It's probably what it is, yeah.
Yeah, Riddle's just an interesting guy, and I think he rubs a lot of people the wrong way. Young, brash, and, probably put himself in more hot water than he should have.
Yeah.
I hope Jack Evans does return. Why? You haven't seen a botch in a while?
What? Oh,
Jack Evans? Oh, my God.
I know. It's not that. But for some reason, I like him.
Man, he's been very successful at landing on his head.
What is happening? Oh, these two.
Hey! Crazy Steve!
Where's Crazy Steve?
He's there.
Oh, I'm behind. I don't know why. I don't know. I've tried pushing it forward. Okay, it's just not working. Crazy Steven.
There you go. There you go. I think Riddle is a good ring worker. His matches are entertaining, but I can't stand him. His gimmick is annoying, and I'm sick of looking at his underoos. You know what the thing about Riddle is? When he had that rivalry with Seth, remember they were doing like that? Like they went off the air, and he still was like, "I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna kill you." I'm like, that's the Riddle we need for a while. Like, take the goofy thing away and just show that, like, what made you a guy that did well in MMA? What was your edge, right? You can't just be goofy all the time. I like that side of Riddle that I think we never explored.
Yeah, I like both sides. Like I like the goofy. I like
Yeah.
I like both. I wish he would
Honestly.
do both, but he does the goofy thing way too much. So
Mhm,
that being said, I really like Riddle, and I wish
mhm.
they would do more with him. But I think that ship
Mhm.
has fucking sailed.
Maybe not.
Also, well, yeah, I don't know.
You know what I
I
mean,
was
though?
actually saying to somebody yesterday, I would not, especially with everything that's happening with Vince so publicly and how Matt Riddle's pregnant corn star girlfriend is being so like over the top with it, which I don't care. All jobs matter. But I think with the WWE and the whole thing with like Mandy Rose happened and people are starting to bring that up. And it's like,
Uh-huh.
well, where do you draw the line, right?
Yeah.
Like Mandy Rose had her nips out on her fan page or whatever. But now you have Riddle on social media showing his girlfriend's nips, talking about being a corn star. So
Listen,
like where do you draw the line, right? So I
listen,
just
I draw the line at the fact that I have to put up with a lot of men nips in wrestling all the damn time.
exactly.
Double standard is bullshit. Just saying, ladies,
It
not
just
fair.
doesn't make a lot of sense. So it is what it is. So I'm just saying now that people are starting to get mad about the whole Mandy Rose and bring that up again, and then Vince McMahon is getting his house raided for sexual misconduct, and now we have Riddle. I think if they use him as an example and let him go, I would not be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Very interesting. But right now we're getting our main event: Mike Bailey, Jonathan Gresham taking on the Rascals. I'm putting my money down on the Rascals, mostly because I'm sick of Bailey.
Super sick of Bailey.
Cash Cab,
And
Cash Cab is now on Access. You know the show Cash Cab, filmed in Canada. The cab picks you up.
oh, and you answer questions and they give
Yeah,
you money. Yeah.
it's advertised now on Access.
Oh, no way.
This
I'm gonna watch that.
is a dude from YTV. He got in a car accident. And they stopped the show.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh my god.
After SummerSlam, I would like to see Shayna, Tegan, Candice, Isla, and Alba, Piper, and Nikki get some TV time. Let Becky take a break, and Trish, or after Trish. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talent not being utilized, and I think Boston touched on it. Like, you got 3 hours, man. I mean, you could really block off times that are for, cruiserweights or women, and make it a reason, or kind of in these slots, we're going to get this style of match
Hmm.
and highlight those people.
Do you think there's any chance that Shayna loses on Saturday?
I would be shocked.
What is going on?
We got snakes, skunks, deers, coyotes, and even mountain lions, if you can believe that. And I do. I have actually seen a lion. Or two in parts of Kentucky. There you go. There you go.
Kentucky sounds terrifying.
It's just like, yeah, like Arizona, Kentucky, Florida. It's like going hiking sounds very fun for you guys.
Seriously. There's people in them hills.
That might be the worst part. Fuck the animal. Affectionately known as T.O. At times, yes. Or the Six.
The Six. Thanks, Drake. Thanks for that.
Right.
The largest city in North America.
Luna. What is?
Me? Are you saying that I'm the largest city in North? I was so confused. I read that and I was like, "Hello."
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, Aaron, let us know what city. My geography days are behind me. Is ODB still doing her food truck? I believe so.
She is in Minnesota, and she just got married, I believe, as well.
Nice.
She sells a bunch of hot sauce and stuff on her website, and I still need to get some.
Yeah, absolutely. A heel riddle is actually what we need.
That's so rude. Why?
Pop Luna.
I've just lost my mind by the end of this night. Sorry.
Yeah,
What?
right. Happy Thursday. I wish I could go to Victory Road now. That'd be a good one to go to.
Was it the 90s where every wrestler had a job? Was that the 80s? Like Big Boss Man. There was the
Very much like
dentist.
80s, early 90s, where everybody was a fucking something. Here comes
I
the
wish they had the crackhead.
They had the crackhead, yeah. Well, they kind of did.
Oh man. Yeah,
I mean,
actually.
they had the hockey, they had the goon, the dude that had fucking boots that looked like hockey skates. Ridiculous. What are you exactly saying about Riddle's gimmick? KJ is exactly what I've been saying about Pretty Derpy, Ken, and Barbie. Oh, Pretty Deadly. But I mean, I think they are what they're supposed to be, Pretty Deadly, right? And I think they work well with Theory. All annoying.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Trey Miguel more when Zachary Wentz wasn't there. This whole like high school thing that they're doing and like this, I don't know, not loving it.
I feel like Trey Miguel was a better baby face for sure.
Yeah, like, it doesn't come across very believable. Yeah.
Riddle and Randy should reunite and have Riddle turn on Randy. I've been saying that for a long, long time, Bash. It's funny that you bring that up. It's been a minute, but I always felt like the biggest oh my god was everybody waiting for Randy to be like, oh, Randy's gonna do it, Randy's gonna do it, and it's actually Riddle who hits the RKO, and everyone's like, ah.
I love. Have you all seen what those about Thunder Rosa's treatment in AEW? I have not, Richard.
She wasn't very complimentary, and I mean, we talked about this the other night with all the stuff between Britt and the All Access and some of the pettiness that seems to be going on. Now, all of a sudden, there seems to be a little bit of a revolt against Britt, who was like the queen of AEW women's wrestling for a long time, where it's like she's a bit of a gatekeeper, a bit of inner politics. Is she out politicking the other ladies? And it feels like women who came in like Thunder Rosa, who have really good pedigrees, were getting pushed down. LaFisto wasn't happy about it.
That doesn't shock me at all. Did not hear about that. But I mean, we were talking about this last week, how Britt Baker isn't actually that good of a wrestler. Like, she's still really green, right? So it makes sense that she would want to do that to kind of elevate herself, because she's not that great in the ring. She doesn't compare to somebody like Thunder Rosa, right? So,
hey, you're not wrong. I'll never understand why contracted AEW wrestlers are allowed to do all these indie shows. What if one of your guys injures himself doing one of these shows? Then you're still paying the guy. That's happened a lot. And we saw Moxley get pulled back, and Tony was like, Mox, we can't have you damn near killing yourself every weekend. Yet, here he is.
Very true. Especially somebody like Moxley that goes out there and like takes hammers to the head and shit at GCW shows in somebody's backyard, you know?
Yeah. Especially when he was world champ. You can't have him like, you know, falling off a scaffold and then your world champ is out. Like, that's you got to make exceptions.
I also thought maybe he would relax a little bit since having a daughter, but it seems like he's getting worse. I don't know, maybe not worse, but you know what I mean? Like he's taking those, I don't know what they are, but putting those things
the skewers,
in his head and stuff. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. And I trust me, I mean this extremely respectfully. But we know that Moxley had some issues with substances or alcohol or both. And at the end of the day, sometimes when you get clear of something, you supplement it with something else. And I feel like that he's he is that adrenaline junkie, that bloodlust, and that's his new addiction. Like, I'll go out and get fucked up, and here we go.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, that's the problem. Like, I think he should have taken more time off because he is just kind of replacing one thing with another. And it just seems every time I see stuff from him, not just at GCW, but other indie shows, he's doing
Oh,
some pretty brutal shit. And it's like, what
yeah.
is happen? Like, I mean, if that's what you love to do, that's fine. And I'm not here to mother anybody's child, that's for sure. But like, I feel like once you have like a 4-year-old daughter at home, maybe not shoving a hammer up your ass for $40 a pop is like a good idea. I don't, like, I don't know. I don't
Especially when you're
know.
making millions.
Exactly.
Like you're one of the highest paid people in your company.
Oh my God. Yeah. But if he loves it, that's another thing. If he absolutely loves it, which he does, that's fine. But I feel like having a child at home and then throwing yourself off of a third, I don't know. I don't know. Who the fuck am I? I don't know.
Mhm. Toronto is one of the biggest cities in North America. It's also the most expensive city in North America officially.
The dirtiest, the most unorganized.
I don't know about dirtiest. Like, there's places in San Francisco really fucking owning it right now.
True. True.
But definitely the cost of living in Toronto is fucking astronomical. And I mean, you're comparing it to places like New York and LA, and you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. But
No.
there we are. Jonathan Paul, good to see you. Sup, KJ? Hi, Luna. Do you think the Acclaimed should go heel by influence by heel be influenced by Billy Gunn and Road Dogg like DX? They could.
Yeah, and the Acclaim kind of reminds me of Joe Hendry in a way. Like they're not, they're faces, but in like a condescending sort of way, right?
It's over.
Oh,
It's over. And we got Diener.
what's happening? Oh, they're going back to the jail cell. What happened? This is when Diener stabbed Eric.
It.
Oh, finally.
This is my favorite part of the show.
Ghost?
He's just a ghost.
I just want him to be a ghost.
They're going to start doing pottery. It's going to be wild.
Whoopi Goldberg's going to come out. Oh my God, ew, don't. Oh, maybe he didn't even stab him. Maybe he just, oh no, he did.
So the match ended. The Rascals won, I believe. And
Eric Young's is still dead.
I don't know what's happening here, but we are getting a vignette, which has been the most interesting part of tonight's show.
Yeah.
Rascals are trifling. Yeah, they are.
What does trifling mean?
Yeah, just fucking assholes.
Oh.
Up to no good.
They are trifling. Trifling.
Mox should go take a long vacation. He needs one too. Oh. So. Oh, look, that's him. Oh, he didn't die. Okay. So they just good on him. Okay, at least they gave us something.
Love it.
The only thing that doesn't make sense is why did he come back in like, happy shirt wearing Eric Young? Okay.
I don't know. I would be pretty happy if I didn't die too,
Yeah, no kidding.
Just like, all right, I'm here, guys. Man, this is why I love Impact Wrestling. This is fucking wild. Like, why is this happening?
It's like a fucking episode of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Canadians are so nice. We are, for the most part. Not all of us.
Yeah. Canadians are so nice, especially if you go anywhere outside of Ontario.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm very proud to be Canadian. I love this country. I just don't like where it's gone over the last couple of years. YouTube, don't shut me down for saying that.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about news anymore on social media either.
Yeah, our government fucked that up too.
Take that into account. There's a reason why his wife left him.
Shots fired. So we're getting a vignette to end this night, guys. Eric Young, they're finally giving us, so you know what? You thought he was dead, but he's not dead.
Rode away on his motorcycle. It's pouring. Sorry, it is raining very hard outside right now. Okay, so he didn't die. I'm glad we got an explanation.
Can you die? Is death final? Yes.
Honestly, I've always really liked Eric Young, and I may have said this before, but the fact that he said, I'm not working with Vince McMahon and pieced the fuck out and let go of all of that money, good on him.
Yeah, no,
good
absolutely.
on the man.
I always have respect for somebody who, like, I mean, we debate, you know, and there's the tribalism between the companies and stuff, but like a guy like Moxley, if he's happier doing his thing and Tony's letting him do it and he's getting paid big bucks to do it, good on you, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, do you at the end of the day. And if Eric Young takes less money to get to be himself and feel more comfortable, smart decision for me. You life's short.
Life's too short, man. And I really liked this. Like, this just made all the sense. Great. Love it.
Folks, you can feel free to start dropping some ratings if anybody watched Impact tonight. Riddle is annoying. You're not going to believe this. My dog just jumped into the bathtub and laid down for a nap. You should see him. He looks like he's laying on the beach, catching some sun. Could that be like venom delirium?
Just trolling him about his dog. Can you take a photo and put it on my Twitter?
There you go.
I want to see your dog.
Big dog. All joking aside, keep an eye on that little buddy.
Yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr., Shane Hayes versus Moose, Eddie Edwards in Multiverse 2 just got announced. That's going to be a fun pay-per-view on August 20th. Yeah. A week before Emergence, too. So here we go. Riddle is annoying. There you go. This is awesome. It is awesome. It was the best part of the show. My humble opinion.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I enjoyed from that show. No, nothing. Besides that, and that kind of just made up for everything because that was phenomenal. I loved that a lot.
I'm going to give tonight's show a 5.5. I
will also give it a 5.5. Yeah, I think I'm agreeing with you there.
Didn't do much tonight. We, a lot of filler. Yeah, it was okay. Way to think ahead, guys. Okay. 6.5 out of 10. Okay. The only rating I'm going to give is for Luna. 10.
Thanks, big dog. Don't forget about that dog photo, though.
Right? He owes me 20. It could be an infection from the bite. He did have a fever earlier. Well, take care of the fella.
I love how Big Dog's dog, it was the most interesting story tonight outside of Eric Young.
Right.
Give us
very
updates.
Similar storylines, though.
I will live forever in WWE catering.
Yeah.
Maybe.
7 out of 10, says James. I'll try to get a shot of him for you, Luna.
Thank you. Appreciate it. 6 out of 5 seems to be a common answer here.
6.5. I mean, fair enough. He ain't fucking dead yet. Yeah, no, he did not die. So they, listen, I give them credit. And I know people give Impact a hard time, but at least they had the sense to go back and say, this is how Eric Young was still alive.
Mm-hmm. Because honestly, I didn't think they were going to say anything. They left it for a couple weeks, and I was like, hello? Is he just a ghost? But no, he's not a ghost. So that's good.
Great stream. Thank you both. Steve G, always appreciate you. Always appreciate the banner. 7 out of 10. So Chris liked it a little more than we did.
Okay.
Zack Sabre Jr. got that one. I don't consider that match main event material. The tag match we got, it just happened.
The whole episode, it didn't make a lot of sense.
Oh shit.
James, I still think Dynamite is the best show this week so far, with NXT second in the Raw Impact tied for last. Well, what about Revolver right now? Is that better?
Still going, and I mean, I think we're gonna say goodbye regardless of Ace Austin is coming out to the ring. But yeah, Revolver's still going. It's been pretty good. I'd have to pay more attention to it. But yeah, I mean, as far as the main shows we cover, and you know what, maybe Luna and I will talk about covering some of these Thursday night pay-per-views, you know, in lieu of an Impact.
Yeah, next week I'm going to watch Revolver and give my honest opinion on it on my TikTok and on my YouTube and all that good stuff. But I think I want to continue watching Revolver because from what it sounds like, it's fantastic. So
again, I think the tricky thing with like GCW, with Revolver, and with, you know, a House of Glory, those shows, they're great. Talented people. You get really crazy matchups. You like, I mean, we got Chris Sabin versus Masha Slamovich tonight. Right? Who saw that coming?
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Right.
Sir.
But again, it's that very much that spot booking, right? So it's very much like you're in that moment, you like the match, but there's not when you watch a lot of them, there's not a lot of carry from one show to the next, right?
Right.
But still really good, really good. What's up with the cringy? That was riding through this world.
Eric Young made me want to get on the bike.
There you go. Breaking news: Vince on medical leave. That's not quite breaking news, big dog, but yes, he's technically been on the shelf since July 21st. So anything that you didn't like from July 21st till now was not Vince's fault. This man.
He had spinal surgery. Man can still use a telephone. I'm not buying it. I'm still.
He really is that, like, he's like the fucking omnipresent. He's the Lord. Like, no, we still watching.
Yeah, no. That being said, I don't think he is to blame for everything. Like, what is the man going to do? I don't think so at all. But I'm not going to pretend that he's not calling in for sure.
Friend of the channel, Billy Starks. Coming out. 7.5. Aaron liked it. Okay, guys, I gotta go to sleep. Good night. So do we.
Good night. Good night.
5 out of 10 from Vance. We'll take that. And we'll actually take this one. Good night, KJ White and Luna.
Good night.
But yeah, not much going on tonight, Luna, as far as, you know, Impact. I mean, at the end of the day, it was one of those episodes where it's just fluff.
It was a little fluffy. That was literally just to get out Eric Young's story and put in some matches. That was pretty much it.
Pretty much. But that's it, folks. So thank you for being here tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. 4.4. We'll add that. There you go. But thank you for being here tonight. Remember, check out all those links below. Go check out Luna's channel. Go check out all our social media. We're just about to eclipse 1,000 followers on Twitter. Woohoo! And July was our most viewed month in channel history. So things are popping and growing by the minute, and Luna's been a big part of that. So thank you so much. And we continue to try and give you guys the best content possible. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let us know your opinions, your feelings, and go check out Luna's top 5 and let her know how she did or how much you disagree with her. Any final thoughts, Miss Luna?
No, that's it. Just check my top 5, check my prediction video, fight with me, agree with me, all that stuff. I'm super excited about SummerSlam, not Slamversary. It's a good time. Just follow me on shit. That's it.
That's it, folks. We will be back tomorrow. Doubleheader, Rampage, SmackDown, Saturday, Slam. You made me do it. SummerSlam. And we are releasing another interview on Sunday as well. So much will come in your way. We're working on so many things. Other than that, have a great night and see you on the flip side, folks. Bye.